Yo, Scorpio, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with your general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season. I just need to come in real hot and quick and let you know you are not the same person. You will not be making the same mistakes. You are not the same you, so you are not going to tolerate the same bullshit that you used to tolerate. And so there is some sort of compassion, self-trust that I feel like has been earned or will be revealed to you in Sagittarius season. So your relationship to trust versus risk, your relationship to self-trust, your relationship to taking a leap of faith, being willing to be adventurous, being willing to be out there, being willing to articulate, to communicate your emotions, all that stuff is going. Your ability to bet on yourself is going to be shifting, but right now your mind's shifting. Light it if you got it. Hydrate. I just want to get right into it because it's hitting, and so. Scorpio, your ruling planet Pluto is direct in Capricorn, and it feels like we're in the transformation phase of the ordeal and transformation combo pack that Pluto brings. And so these transformations, I feel like they come in, they're very bodily. It's in Capricorn, so it's happening publicly, or happening maybe more publicly than you would prefer. But there is this like coming out of the cocoon kind of vibe or energy that I feel like is coming up. So allow that to happen, because the cocoon that I feel like is being woven for you is in the realm of your mind because of your other ruling planet, Mars, being retrograde in Gemini, the sign of I think. Capricorn, there's been these ordeals and these transformations that have arisen from these ordeals in regards to what you do, how you behave, what you do for money, your career, your reputation, what people know about you. And there's these transformations that are happening there, but that's happening because of this like hard, fast transformation in the realm of your mind. And that transformation in the realm of your mind, Scorpio, it may involve someone with Aries, someone else with Scorpio, or someone with Gemini or Sagittarius placements. I feel like temporarily Taurus and Libra and Virgo may be involved as well. Excuse me. But there are these there is like a sharpening, a slowing down so that you can sharpen in the realm of your mind. Patreon gets everything first. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon.com/justjeverything. I also suggest you go watch your own Scorpio season videos. They are definitely going to be hitting different at this point in the seasons. For free content, check out my Instagram at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. The Sagittarius season astrology video has all of the intricate dates about the transits that you need to pay attention to, so definitely peep that. But I will put you on game. Mars is retrograde in Gemini until January 23rd. And though that's right around the corner, it may not feel like that for you. And there is this, because the shift in your relationship to, I feel like, motion is evolving. Your relationship to thought versus action, action versus thought. There's I feel like a rediscovery, and you're just really having to shed some old programming, which has been very uncomfortable for you. So let's dive in as we started to create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2022. Going from the season of I desire into I understand. There's this clarity. There's like a drying out. It almost feels like a drying out of like moldy towels that, you know, in your mind. Like holding on, like old information that's like rot or like sopping up and, you know, like sponging up and holding this emotional, like toxic, moldy, stagnant, like outdated, you know, old water and old feelings, old patterns, old perspectives that have really kept you stagnant for too long. And it just feels like there's this like effervescence that's coming in, a breath of fresh air that's coming in. And I feel like it'll be very unexpected. So allow yourself to be malleable, allow yourself to change, understand that your relationship to the thoughts that you're having, your relationship to the words that you say have to shift. We have the experience we expect. So if you keep expecting everything to be fucked, wow, everything gets fucked. And I always get the short end of the stick because that's what I believe about my experience. And so that's what I receive. You know what I mean? And I know that we know this, you know, but there's still a difference between the knowing and the doing, the thinking and the doing, where your ruling planets are, the thinking, Gemini, Mars and Gemini, and the doing, Pluto in Capricorn. So for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2022. Just feels very visceral. It feels very aha. It feels just like this awakening. It feels like your eyes are, oh, I saw the Ace of Swords. I saw it. I was just about to say it feels very Ace of Swords. Here we fucking go. First card out, Ace of Swords. The motherfucking Hierophant. And the center of the reading is the Five of Cups. This is perfect because you're moving forward. Bottom of the deck right now being the Knight of Wands. There are bold movements being made. It's like this personal power has risen up within you, and that personal power is now setting you into motion, and you're going to be getting these big aha ideas about how to move forward and what bold moves need to be made. I feel like also there's important conversations with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. The divine is bringing in these ideas, these opportunities. This is the sword of truth. These are really powerful conversations, really powerful realizations. There's also something coming in here about your ability to receive new information, your ability to receive the new mental update that the divine wants to bring you, your ability to acquire knowledge for yourself and apply said knowledge to your actions, thoughts, your behavior. I feel like the divine, the crown that's there, and then the crown that the Hierophant is wearing is meant for you. There is a wisdom, a knowing. There's this like aha moment that comes in regards to how you need to get to the next level. And how you have to get to the next level is by center of the reading being the Five of Cups, acknowledging all the shit that has come up in Scorpio season and your birthday, all the heaviness, the regret, the remorse, the loss, the death, the discomfort, the emotional and spiritual bridges that need to be crossed, the ways that you are not satisfied. It's like it's time to get uncomfortable with the deprivation that you've romanticized, you know, for so long. There is this like angst. It's almost just like this very like gothy vibe of just like, I'm dark and this is what I am and my life is so hard and angsty. And it's like, yeah, because that's what you expect and that's what you allow it to be. And someone told you were a Scorpio and that was dark energy and you're just always going to be attracted to dark energy. It's just like, that's like, whose narrative is that? Are you being governed by your own moral compass or not? Does it like, is there some sort of a mindset that you have that like, this is your lot in life? That this is how things are always going to end up or turn out for you, or that things always have to be hard or always have to be a struggle? Are you subscribing to the struggle? Do you know how to like unsubscribe from the struggle? Do you know how to allow yourself ease? Do you know how to allow yourself flow? There is something here going on about school, about going back to school, about acquiring some sort of certificate, or maybe going down YouTube University, you know, like giving yourself some sort of new information. There's going to be good news coming in. But first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your relationship to correction. Can you take correction? What's going on with your relationship to authority, to discipline, to structure? Can people tell you about you? Are you willing to hear uncomfortable news about yourself and sever the tie between those old thought processes or those old behaviors? With love comes correction, and someone is coming in and correcting you. Someone's coming in and giving you a new way to think, a new perspective, a new aha moment. They may have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. They may be older than you, or have like big hair or something like that. I don't know why I'm like getting something about that, but there is something. They may be blonde. There is something here just about like trusting that there is a new, it's like, imagine I don't like this. Imagine that you're an iPhone and it's like you get a new update and it's like but it's like you know you need the update, but you just keep declining it. Update tomorrow, or no, decline, and it's like, yo, this fucking update is trying to come in regards to your traditions, in regards to, you know, your thought processes, in regards to your level of education. Some of you, it's like you want to do stuff and you keep getting sad because what you want to do requires a higher skill set than what you currently have. And so now it's just like, it's time to stop like being sad about it. It's time to like start creating the steps to resolving this conflict. And this combination comes to show me because the 5, the Hierophant is the highest octave of the 5 in the deck, and 5s can represent conflict, and so this is going to show that whatever emotional or spiritual conflict comes up, whatever regrets, whatever remorse, whatever heaviness that you are still allowing yourself to be cloaked in, whatever darkness or depression or obstacles that you're allowing yourself to just like, there's just this immovable thing in my life. The answer is knowledge. The answer is wisdom. The answer is information. There is something here about acquiring information. It's not that you are stuck. You are being asked to do your own research, do your own homework, level yourself up, figure out what's going on with your relationship to structure, to discipline, to groups, to religion, to philosophy, to culture. You have the keys. You have the keys, and I also feel like if you pursue this, whatever it is that's coming up that you're thinking about studying, or, you know, however it is that you want to better yourself, you're going to get yourself, if you are so courageous to like allow yourself to be corrected, allow yourself to update, there's this like influx of people who like you become a leader in some sort of way. There's or a moral authority. There also could be news coming in about legal stuff, news coming in about, you know, court cases, or about rights, like your rights in some regard. There also could be something about like news of a better lawyer or news of a better judge, getting invited to like a new group, or invited to a new church, or invited into a different kind of belief system, or a different way of communing and interacting with people. But the 5 of Cups at the center of the reading says that there's sadness, there's an emotional, you know, obstacle that needs to be addressed. And in Sagittarius season, this is very much so you're gonna learn a motherfucking day. Oh, we gonna understand. You will leave Sagittarius season really understanding your relationship to this energy, your relationship to the way that you just focus on the spilt milk versus grabbing the paper towel, the way that you just believe that the milk is always gonna fucking spill, versus looking at the fact that there's still 2 cups there. There's still so much love. There's still so much opportunity. There's still better choices to make. There's still flow. There's still opportunities for healthy exchange, for, you know, divine communion, for true love. There's still opportunities for true love. There's some of you, there's like powerful conversations about your marriage or your relationship. You may be thinking about breaking up, or thinking about getting divorced, or you're hearing about a couple maybe that means a lot to you and they're getting divorced or breaking up or something of that nature, and you may be sad, or some of you may be discouraged about commitment, discouraged about doing something the traditional way. But I do feel like there are really powerful conversations. Nice. Nice. The High Priestess. You showing up so strongly in this metamorphosis. And then the bottom of the deck, your relationship to receiving has got to shift. The divine has so much that it wants to give you, but you are going to be forced to let go. You're going to be forced to let go. Acknowledge the lack, the scarcity mentality that's been ruling you for too long. And the divine is going to spin the block for that ass. Honestly, that's what's happening. There is this like divine outpouring. And you need to allow yourself to be patient. There's also stuff going on with moderation, but ultimately what's coming up is you're being asked to get out of your comfort zone. You're being asked to pursue your dreams. You're being asked to like ask yourself better questions. Why do you need to be comfortable? Or why, you know, have you been stagnant in this certain way? Or why haven't you pursued this thing? It feels like there is just this profound understanding of how much you need to understand your shadow, interact with your shadow. The fact that this heaviness here, that there's so much stability that you can provide for yourself. There's so much profound, powerful information and knowledge that you will extract from this about how you process, how you relate to spirit, how you relate to faith, your relationship to your emotions, your relationship to intuition, your you know, whether you allow yourself to take a step back and, you know, understand like when things are hard, oh, a structure is being built. This heaviness that that's weighing on me, I have the ability and the power and the magic within me to transform this into a structure, into like a load bearing beam. You know what I mean? There is this like power, this stability, this security that comes out. And this is very, you know, Taurus, Scorpio access. Your relationship to devotion versus obsession. You know, devotion versus obsession. What do you devote yourself to? Can you create a plan and stick to it? I also feel like there's some sort of evolution in your relationship to your mother, to mothering or nurturing energies, maybe a mother-in-law. There may be someone. I also feel like there's just something here with like your relationship to motherly or maternal energy has been very cold. Or there could be someone around you that is very spiritual, or, you know, but not as warm as you want. I do feel like there are these profound endings and also like progression forward in your relationship to your mother, or your relationship to like the cold maternal figure in your life. It may be a mother-in-law, a grandmother, but I do feel like it's important to take like this spiritual, non-active, observatory, you know, kind of approach. There are going to be some powerful conversations that come in with and interactions with people with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Taurus placements. I feel like there could be some sort of sadness or emotional bridge to cross in regards to a commitment, a marriage, a divorce, going to school, like life planning. Like it's time to really look at you know, the future and how you can access higher education, how you can, you know, what you want to do with all of this experiential wisdom, you know, that's coming in, what you want to do with all this intuition, what you want to do with all this artistry and creativity inside of you, all the spirituality inside of you. It feels like it's time to go like look beyond the obvious. There you could be sensing some sort of a mystery. I feel like your spidey senses are just like extra sensitive in Sagittarius season, because you just got like we just got like a jolt of your energy. And I feel like whatever heaviness, darkness, discomfort, whatever you've been carrying with you, especially if it has to do with like sexual energy or sexual experiences or a lack of sexual energy. I feel like that has the ability to really be transmuted in Sagittarius season and ended in like you really moving forward. But there's just something here about like, who do you want to be? Who are you trying to be? Who do you want to become? How do you want to leave the campsite? You know, like, do you want to leave the campsite better than it was when you arrived? Do you want to leave your mark? Also, like, if you want to make more money, it's time to, you know, give yourself more skills, give yourself more knowledge, make yourself indispensable in some sort of way. I also feel like there's this influx of love, connectivity, a deepening in your relationship to your spirituality, which makes sense because you are showing up like this. The duality is just outrageous. The black and white. Maybe there's just the divine is like, hey, for too long, some of us have been like navigating, you know, just really seeing everything in a very black and white way when you were born to like understand and delight in the gray versus being so scared of it and being afraid of it. I feel like it's time to stop being so binary. It's time to stop being so like men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You know, it's like whatever that is, you know, and however that shows up for you. It feels like it's time to start understanding how to navigate the gray. There, you know, black and white is just like an optical illusion. It really is all one. It's really all the same thing. And so they're just opposite ends of the spectrum, you know, and so there is just something here about, I also hear like everything is real and everything is fucking fake all at the same time. It's so serious, but it's never that deep. And that's the duality thing that's coming up. And it's like, which way do you want it? You can't have it both ways. Some of you are trying to save face and like come off hard and be like, you know, cool. Or to feel elusive or to appear elusive. But I feel like there is some sort of transformation in why you want to come off elusive and why do you want to go with like societal norms of like, oh, that's simp and blah blah and don't be simping. And it's like, we were born to fucking simp. That's what we're here to do. Like, and the divine's really gonna start to show the power of love, and if you allow yourself to get in a receptive state, you can experience a profound spiritual, emotional, romantic leveling up and update. And also same thing in regards to your relationship to the power that is your mind. New information wants to be given. So what needs to end? What behavior needs to end? What outlook on life? What outlook on yourself? What negative self-talk or what self-limiting beliefs need to be uprooted? Because it feels like you know better. You know better, and some of you may just be in a loop where you're in that process where you're changing your settings, you're changing your mind, and because you're changing your mind, the old outdated settings are really like ramping the fuck up, and you're having to put in extra work to break those old mindsets. But the sword of truth is being given to you. So what do you need to sever? What do you need to cut ties with? Who do you need to cut ties with? It's time to start minding the company that you keep. I feel like there is actual, you know, there's some beautiful, there may be also some heaviness or also maybe even like stuff going on with addiction or substance abuse or alcoholism with someone with cancer, someone else with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. Or it's time to look at your relationship to coping. Do you turn to substances? Do you turn to escapism? Or do you turn to spirit? And is it time to like finally switch the order up, you know, so that you can really evolve and you can start coming out of the cocoon and learning how to navigate the gray and become masterful in the gray, masterful in the blending, in the polarity, but also in the blending, you know, in the coming together, in the merging. This is me a juicy plunge. I love you. Let's get into
For
it.
the full version of the video, go to Patreon.